Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me today on this lovely live stream. Today, if you are again joining me live, because you may be watching this live or you may be watching this after the fact, which is okay. Because I have some people kind of apologize sometimes for missing the stream. You don't have to apologize, don't worry. Just make the ones that you can, and I hope that you appreciate and just enjoy them. Enjoy them. Put everything, any issues and problems aside for the half an hour we get together and just enjoy it. Because that's what I try to do. I don't even want to worry about anything else and just talk to you, Lucy, and all this cool stuff. So welcome to the live stream on this lovely Sunday. Today got on here a little bit later than usual, but I think it's better to get on here later than not get on here at all, right? And so, yeah, that's why I usually never like to set a time, because there's always stuff to do, always stuff going on. So, hey, everyone. Nice to see everyone. I don't know why I'm saluting everyone, but absolutely happy to see each and every one of you. It's a lovely, oh my gosh, such a gorgeous day. Super nice, warm. It's like a summer day. Super blue out there. It is awesome. And so people are coming into the stream. Fire Dragons. Hello, Hannah. Shaquan and Linda are in the chat, and even more people are just in the live stream as well. Hello, Mars. So hopefully we're doing okay. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. 2 Lindas are on. That's awesome. Of course, I can only I can see how many people are on here, but I can only actually know who's on here through the chat. In case you didn't know, maybe you guys didn't know that. In case I'm like, hey, and I shout you out, or I notice your name, that's because people are chatting, or so sending stuff with their keyboard and typing in the little thing right below that comment box. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so we're gonna look at some Lucy today. I think we're only gonna do one episode, but I think 30 minutes or so, roughly, maybe 40 minutes, will be good for what we're doing. We're in season 6, and Lalani, thank you, Lalani. You love my I Love Lucy bloopers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I got those on there when I could, because, you know, pretty much anything that's footage right now, you have to be aware of. Lucy or any show now. And I think I got it right in the cusp of that era where I could do it. If I do bloopers now, I would have to do it in another way. And I did one recently. So yeah, all right. So today we're going to be looking at Desert Island. And I do like this episode. I do think it's cool that they actually are on an island, quote unquote, the whole set thing. Scott, question here. Is it true that Lucy was a Ziegfeld girl? I don't know what Ziegfeld is. Is it like a cigarette company? I don't know what that is. If you can clarify that. Let's see here. So, Desert Island premiered November 26, 1956. Episode 161, filmed on a Thursday as usual, October 4th, 1956. Rating share 46.7, more than the one after Cuba, and not as good as Deep Sea Fishing at a 63. Supporting cast, of course, we have Richard Keith, Claude Akins, who was a real actor. He's like, oh, I'm Claude Akins, the actor. He plays a headhunter guy. And the funny thing is, he was in the Twilight Zone in a very popular episode. I think it's where the little child or something. No, it wasn't that one. But he was in one of the most popular Twilight Zone episodes where everyone's kind of attacking each other because the lights are going out and everything. So Claude Akins, Jill Jarman is herself one of the girls, and Joy Lansing as well. The kind of the pretty girls where they're judging that bathing beauty contest. Wow, I can't speak today already. Happy Sunday, everyone. You guys have missed some chats. Don't worry. I'm appreciative that you are back, and awesome. Cassandra, you got my Ricknineg photo, my signed photo, so awesome. In case you guys do want that, go check out ricknineg.com. I do have more photos and mugs for you guys. And also Patreon. It's a great way to support as well. Oh, I see. I don't know much about Broadway and theater. I am sorry. Some people ask me a lot about like theater and questions about Lucy Jr., Lucy Luckenbill, and I honestly don't know. I'm not into theater. I don't know much about it. So I'm sorry. There we go, Mr. Like Cats. You're awesome. Sheriff Lobo in the 70s. Monsters are due on Maple Street. That's it. That's what I wanted to get. So you know we're simpatico, right? And Scott, we understand it, right? We knew what episode that was, or you knew what I was trying to say. Okay. Love it. That's why you guys are my support system. Alright, so I'm going to start the episode. I'm going to have it here, Desert Island. Just go ahead and start it if you have access to it. If not, I'll just refer to some things here and there. Domily, how are you? Awesome, awesome. Nice to see you. And of course, the Satin Heart opens up. It's such a lovely, lovely view. It was funny. I don't know if you guys are even fans of Marx Brothers. You don't have to be, of course, but I think it is a great... they have a great thing going on. I put them up there with the Stooges and, of course, Lucy, of some of the greats of pioneering TV and film. And I did a review on that, and people enjoyed it. Not as big viewership as my Lucy episodes, but that's okay because I don't really, that's like my first Marx Brothers video ever. And so that did pretty well for being the first ever. And someone was like, if you want to be an expert, you can't say Chico, you got to say Chico. Now, maybe, okay. And the thing is, I never proclaimed to be an expert because as much of an expert as you can be, there's always someone that knows more than you, or than me, or than anyone. And so, you know, I'm really hesitant to call myself an expert, even in my master's degree and when I studied, like, you know, I don't even say I'm an expert because there's people who know way more than me. So yes. As you're watching, Lucy fakes illness. Oh, Gianna Martin, how are you? So you're asking me what book am I using? I'm using this book. It's pretty much a Bible, and I mean that in a very respectful way. Like, this is the book to go to when you want Lucy. There's pretty much information behind the scenes on the show and episode guide. You can get it on Amazon. However, I would recommend, I did a video on it. Watch my review first and watch my video because I kind of highlight what's important about it, what's good, what's not so good. And then there's a link there, and that link will send you right to the book so you can get it. So, yeah. You also liked, Alec, my last Fact or Fiction video, the one about the sanitary napkins. You like that one? People enjoyed that. Thank you. Mr. Like Cats, you enjoyed that. Have you seen Duck Soup yourself, Mr. Like Cats? I'm sure you have, but, you know. Let's see. Patty, I think we've talked about this. Or was it us? Because, again, some people ask me similar questions. So I don't know if we exactly talked about it or not. About the Jerry Mathers, about him being in that episode. I haven't done a look at that, but I can actually look here and confirm it or not confirm it according to this book. So that is season 3. I don't like that idea, the old girlfriend. Now here's an interesting thing, guys and gals. Ricky's old girlfriend, right? Carlotta Romero, Rosa Turich, young Spanish woman. So someone told me that Jerry Mathers is in that episode, in that dream sequence. However, he's not billed in this. Doesn't mean he's not in it, but I'm going to have to do a little bit more digging. Spanish woman, Lillian Molieri, and Jerry is Jerry Hausner. So according to this, he's not. But that doesn't, again, mean he's not. I'm going to have to look more into that. So great question about that. Domily, did you know that if you're an Amazon Prime member, you have the opportunity to watch the Milton Berle, Lucy and Desi special on Amazon Video? I didn't know that. I am a member, so I might have to look at that. I'm sure they're adding stuff all the time, and I do watch Amazon Prime stuff on there, so I might have to take a look. So yeah, so Shaquan, go ahead and look at my, I have a review video on that. So look at the video. I give you all the instructions in that link on how to get the book. So absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, I'm not really familiar with Leave It to Beaver and Jerry Mathers, so I don't think it was him. I don't know where that started because it's not in here. And so this guy's pretty thorough, Bart Andrews. Even Lucy gives him a thumbs up. And so, yeah, Shaquan, great question. And this is something that's very interesting. What do I think about the color episodes? Now, I have a few. I think I've shown you before. I've shown you guys before. Where's the other one? There we go. So they're Superstar Specials, of course. I'm guessing they're called Superstar Specials because there are stars in them. But I have a few. I also have the Scotland episode. This is the Superman one, along with the Bill Holden nose one, where she lights the nose on fire. And the one with John Wayne. I love this one. And I enjoy them because, like, I like seeing this. I like seeing that Lucy was wearing green and that she was wearing blue here, and that, you know, you can see a lot more detail. So it is a level of appreciation that I love more. It's kind of like if I've never met someone and I see them through photos, right? And then I just know them through photos, but then I see them in real life or even video, and then you see them in real life, and like you get another taste of them. You get another dose of reality of that person, kind of thing. Well, that's me. I get another dose of reality. But do I love the black and white? Yes. Do I like the color? I do. I do. It adds another layer to me that I enjoy. I know some people don't like it. Obviously, you know, it's fakely colored, like it's put in there, and I don't think it needs to be perfect. But I mean, look at that. Look at Lucy there. You can see her in the green and the purse on her head. I mean, that's just awesome. She looks fantastic. Oh man. So yeah. So I do like the color ones. I do. I would have loved to see every single episode in color for sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Cheebs, if you could pick a celebrity that could star on I Love Lucy, past or present, who could it be? Oh man, that's a great question. So you're asking me if I could pick a celebrity, past or present. So any celebrity to have been on I Love Lucy. That is interesting. Oh man, so I'm gonna have to go to some of my favorites, right? I don't even know if this makes sense. Okay, this is he's one of my favorite actors, but we'll see what happens. Christian Bale, if you guys know the Batman series or American History X or Memento. He did a lot of movies. He was in Terminator Salvation. I think he's an awesome actor. He has a little bit of a temper, but I think that character of the gruffiness of Christian Bale being like on Lucy, I think that's a really random answer that I gave, but I think it's true. It would be hilarious, and I think if he poked fun of himself a little bit, I think that would be interesting. Yeah, so very interesting. Linda, great thing. Googling is good, but I was instructed in the mentality of research, and I never use one source to claim something as fact. I don't want to get into the details of how something's fact and not, but I like to use multiple sources, so that's good. But however, that kind of negates this that's not here, and this is pretty good. This has brought stuff up that people have not even heard of before, and so I'm going to have to do a little bit more independent research. But I'm glad you brought that up, that Google says yes, and so we have to see where Google gets that backed up from, and so we'll see. We'll have to really do a little bit of an investigation off camera, of course. Alec, you say it again, and I think you're good at saying that. You really do hope they do another redecorating episode in color. That is awesome. Well, there's a lot of stuff that could be colored, and I'm guessing you're talking about the season 2 one, right, where she wins the home show. I was just watching that the other day. And she wins all the furniture. I talking about that one, not the Mertzes redecorating, right? So yeah, I mean, either or would have a lot of color. Imagine the feathers. I guess that episode, the feathers don't need to get colored, right? Because they're white. So I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Scott. Thank you. Oh, I have a Lucy shirt on, in case you didn't know, right there. That's kind of the only way to show. I mean, I have to stand up. Let me stand up. There we go. There we go. Such a great shirt. Such an awesome shirt. And I got another item in the mail, which is very, very interesting. I have to show it to you. If you ever want to send a letter or anything to me, it doesn't have to be Lucy inspired. I would love gummy bears or cookies. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just great to get stuff and to share it with you guys. So I love to show that too. Oh man, Stars Wake, you're right. Christian Bale shows up at Little Ricky's birthday party as Batman. How did I forget that? That is true. Great fact. Lola, let's see. So watching Lucy, I was wondering, do you think they actually live their characters? I don't know if... I want to make sure I get your question correctly. If their characters were like their real life counterparts, very similar, is that what you're trying to say? If that's what your question was, I just want to make sure it's exactly what you're saying so I answer the correct question. No, pretty much. So they had a very rough, I mean, they had good times, but they also had very rough family life, Desi and Lucy. And Lucy, often said that she wished the fantasy of the show, the lovey-doveyness that they had on the show all the time, would maybe somehow become a reality sometimes. And she said it never did. It's a little bit sad, a little bit frustrating, but that's the reality. She said she would look into those scenes and be like, this would be great if this would happen. And then maybe they would make up in real life, and then she'd have hope, and he would have hope, and, you know, but it is what it is. Thank you. I love my shirt as well. Vitamina Benjamin is a great episode. Oh, Donnelly, great question. Wow, that's such a great question. Was there any product placement in any of the I Love Lucy episodes? Yes. Yes, and I mean that because it is so blatant. However, if you're watching syndication, they're removed. They're removed. In fact, I Love Lucy was built on probably more commercial advertisement than we get today. Lil Tome Permanent was definitely a big advertiser. The biggest, of course, was Philip Morris. Without Philip Morris, there was no I Love Lucy to start with. Then, do you guys remember when they went on the boat to Europe? Of course you remember. They were sponsored by American Cruise Lines or American, I forget the exact name, but basically the ship company. The USS Constitution was a real ship. And so they're harking back to that. And I think that was amazing when I found out that. I was like, no way. And they had Ford as well, so they had to advertise. There we go, American Export Lines. That's what it was. So right here, they actually paid for a huge, the biggest payout for that episode, that boat episode where Lucy misses the boat, Bon Voyage. So absolutely, absolutely. Great question. So yeah, they had tons of advertisers, tons, and there was no shame in that because, I mean, they need the money, right? And they were plugged, and so they had a huge audience, so it worked for everyone. Lucy raises tulips in colors, so you guys all want to see the colored tulips? That would be a great one. That would be amazing. So Lola, if you do want to get a mug, I have a limited supply left. Go look, link in the description. My merch store or something like that. It's called my Ricknineg store. It should be right there. So definitely a great way. And if you don't want to get a mug, or if you do want to get a mug, there's also signed photos that I'll sign for you guys. If you want a little message, just let me know on there. Absolutely. What about a cross, Alex says, between I Love Lucy and Seinfeld? That would be interesting because Seinfeld has a lot of Lucy-isms or a lot of Lucy moments. I Love Lucy has a lot of real moments or even moments where they harken back to other episodes. Seinfeld does that. Like, you cannot talk about any comedy show today and not see I Love Lucy in it, like elements of it. So absolutely, that would be awesome. Yeah, Lola, there was a lot of turmoil for sure. I agree with you. Dominique, do a video on what? What exactly you want to do? Have me do a video on? I want to know. I want to know for sure. Alec, that's right. You did buy a mug. Awesome. And Sanka Instant Coffee, you're correct. Tons of them. Tons of, more than I can name, right? But when I see the advertisement, I'll be like, oh, yes. So, absolutely. Macys department store. That's great. I don't know if they got paid for that or if they just wanted to. I don't know how that worked out, but great. Yes, and Mr. Like Cats. Not only was Philip Morris shown like posters, and they had the call for Philip Morris. There was this short little person. He was a little band. He was very famous, and he had a bellboy outfit, and he would say "Call for Philip Morris," and that was his kind of catchphrase. And they made jokes to that. And yes, they had to smoke. All four of them were smoking very heavily in the first couple seasons, first 1 or 2 seasons. So very, very good. Scott, Max Factor did the makeup, and I actually went to the Max Factor Museum a few months ago, beginning of the year, something like that. And I actually got to go into the red room, which was named, he had different rooms for different hairs. So he had the blonde room for he would do Marilyn and so forth. Then he would do the brunette, and he would do all the brunettes in that room. And then he had the red room, and that was pretty much a Lucy room. She would get all of her hair done there, and then she would go to the studio, which wasn't that far away. And then she would have a hair and makeup room there to do little touch-ups. But a lot of her henna and stuff she would do there. So I was kind of privileged to be in that building. I would love to film that for you. Would you guys like to see that? It's a museum with lots of stuff, but I think if you guys just saw that, I think you would enjoy it a lot. So Pan American Flight as well. I think that is also one as well. So not everything that was named was a sponsor. But absolutely. So yes. Brittany's on here. Yay, Brittany. Awesome. Nice to see you. Jeebs, do you think Vivian and Bill had any say in the episodes? I mean, they did. They had little input here and there. But remember, they were a supporting cast, and they mostly did what they were told in that sense. So they weren't huge. They weren't huge and instrumental in shaping the characters. Not by any means. So great question. Oh, do a video on the product places. Oh, that's a great idea. That'd be awesome. I'm going to keep that in mind. Thank you, Domily. That is awesome. Gianna, I have seen long trailer, and I'm not going to tell you what I think about it until I make a review video on it, and you guys are going to tell me what you think. All right, so absolutely. I haven't seen Forever Darling, but yes. Sanka, true. That is definitely, that's coffee, right? Sanka instant coffee. And Carol, wow, so many people are catching it. Awesome. Thank you so guys for coming over here. Oh, that's his name, Dennis. Thank you. Johnny, I kind of thought Johnny was his first name, but I kind of thought, I was thinking of Johnny Longden, the jockey. Johnny Roventini. There we go. Thank you. Oh yeah, Lucy had to definitely stop smoking when she was pregnant, and most of the cast. Although I heard that the sets reeked of smoke. I'm not surprised. Like, you know, when someone smokes in their clothes, or the walls, you know, the walls can smell. Yeah, so similar thing. You guys want to see that? It's not a museum dedicated to Lucy. That's the issue. Fuzzy Cup has made it too. The issue is really that museum was very light on Lucy. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the room, and there are like a few posters on Lucy, but it's like nothing that it's hers. Like 2 hats, I think, and I even didn't find them because there's so much stuff, and it's very non-Lucy oriented. So there's other stuff. There's Planet of the Apes stuff at the Max Factor building, but I think people would maybe like that, right? Just for me to take a tour of the Max Factor building and show them different elements. I would love to do that, but I want to put out material that you guys want to see. And so maybe some people want to see it, but some people don't. Let me know in the chat. Would you guys realistically want to see that? Me giving a quick tour of the Max Factor Museum. How would you like that? It's here in Hollywood, California, and I know a lot of you can't visit it, and maybe you want to see it and see me go through it and so forth. So I don't know. That's kind of exciting. I've been there already, but I would love to go again. Donald, you hate Forever Darling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to watch it and do a review on it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you guys and gals, and don't hate me for it. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts and impressions. I may like it. I don't know. Well, Domly would like it as well. A few people would like it. I just definitely love to do content that you guys want to see. So absolutely. Absolutely. There's other cool stuff. There's like, I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, you guys are in the chat, so you guys are exclusive people anyway. Not everyone watches the chat out of all my 6,500 subscribers. They have the actual cell from Silence of the Lambs, so it's very movie oriented. There's also like, oh, what's his name? Cary Grant's Rolls Royce is there, like his actual Rolls Royce. Kind of funny aspect. They would. It's a big museum, so they would have a lot of room for cars, and a lot of the actors, when they would go cross country, they didn't just want to leave their expensive cars in their homes for fear of getting robbed. And Max Factor was it was almost like a vault building. And so there were these special elevators where you can actually fit cars in there and take it to special floors, and they would like lock them in. They would be highly secured. And so they would take them there, and then some of these actors, just with their kids, and they didn't want the cars, they donate them, auction them off, and they're at the Max Factor Museum. So kind of cool thought. Seems like you guys want me to go. Absolutely. Wow, so a lot of you guys would love it. It's pretty interesting. Again, there's so much, so I could probably name everything, and then there's more. There's also the Beverly Hillbillies car. You know, the raggedy car with the little thing on top that Granny sat on, the chair that she would rock back and forth, like that old 1920s. They have it, the actual one. It's like so beat up, but it's there. Kind of cool. So I don't know. I won't say any more, but I think you guys will love it. I think you guys might really love it. Oh, Steve, awesome. If you come to LA, go to all these filming sites. You won't be able to go inside the studio. Just mark it down. You can go to Warner Brothers. There's a tour that you can take. You can also go to Universal Studios. Those are working movie studios that you can go into. You can also go to Sony, which I haven't been to. I've been to the other two. So that would be really cool. Yeah, the Brown Derby is torn down. It's not there anymore. I mean, I can go to the site, but there's something else there now. I don't know exactly what's on there. Yeah, it seems like you guys would really want to see it because a lot of you I know from the East Coast. Not everyone, but a lot of you from the Midwest or even East Coast. And so for work, for life reasons, you can't come out here. And so I'm here, and so I can hopefully bring that to you. So yeah. But you guys gotta promise that we share it. We share it. We just show as many people as we want on that, because I would love to go on trips to places more. The thing is, it takes a little bit of time, and I just want people to be able to like what I go and see. So yeah, let us see. Yes, you do, Blvd. I Love Lucy. Oh wait, no, you're not the person that I know. I Love Lucy Fanatics. Can you add me? Or send me a request. I would love to join. Ricknineg, just Ricknineg, send it out, and I would love to join. Would it be cool if I post and share stuff on there and invite people to go? That'd be great. I have the long trailer too. It's right here somewhere. I was watching Marx Brothers yesterday. There it is. There it is. See, and I would love to do maybe more reviews on these movies, like Arsenic and Old Lace. I've never seen that with Cary Grant. Father of the Bride, I've never seen that. I don't know. I mean, Spencer Tracy, Elizabeth Taylor. Maybe movies that I'm not really into and I'll watch and maybe I'll be like, hey, I like this. Hey, I didn't like this, you know. I also have Mad World. I have a big collection of movies and stuff. Did Lucy really lose weight in the diet episode? Probably not. She was actually gaining... Well, I won't say she was gaining weight. She was actually fairly big compared to her normal size, because she was coming off of having Lucy, her daughter. And so she pretty much... She had her daughter before the pilot episode. So during the pilot and the first few episodes, the diet, I think it's the third episode, if I'm not mistaken, the first few episodes, she still had that baby fat, she would say. And you notice, if you look at her, she's kind of rounded. And yeah, so in the diet, I think it was kind of, she was complaining in the beginning that she was big and she was fat. You know, she would say that. And it harkens to, yeah, that she really felt that. So it's kind of an interesting thing. The 1921 Oldsmobile, is that what the Beverly Hillbillies were driving? Yeah, so that's what I'm referring to. Absolutely. Yep, the Hillbillies truck is there. I guess truck, right? Yeah, truck, because they put stuff in the back. You're right. Yeah, that old raggedy car there. I think you guys would love it. Seeing me there, seeing me visit. See, I would love to tour different sites. Like, that would be a fantasy job for me. To be able to like do YouTube and go around and post and do different things, like different movie sites, go, you know, different locations. I would love to do that for you guys. Tour Lucy's house. That would be difficult because it's a private residence. It would be a great idea. I would have to get in really good graces, and they actually renovated it so that people wouldn't immediately recognize it because they were getting hounded all the time. I could probably go visit and just show you the exterior, but I can't go in. I mean, it's a private home, you know. How do I send? So if you're on Facebook, just find Ricknineg and then just invite. Or actually go to your page and then there should be an invite button on the top right somewhere. It's on the top. And then you can find people or just add me as a friend from your page, Blvd. Just add me as a friend and then you can invite me. There you go. Paramount Studios has a tour. That is right. You're right. It doesn't look as interesting to me. However, it is part of Desilu. Desilu is now was sucked into it. I saw a few things and I was like, it's okay. So I might wait, but I might do it just on camera. You know, on my first time. Blvd, is it true that Lucy only could make fun of Ricky's English and others could not? Yeah. There was a time where Fred did, for example, but they never got laughs. Only when Lucy did it, so they kept it strictly her. Yeah. Oh, really, Kara? I should watch Arsenic and Old Lace. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it might be good. Grauman's Chinese Theater. Well, Lola, I probably won't be able to get in the truck. You have to remember that a lot of these things are old, and anything that's built in Hollywood, so I don't know if you guys knew this, is very, they're very careful about, because remember, anything in Hollywood, any scenes, backgrounds, facades, they're built quick, and they're just built to be on camera to look good. And behind and everything, it's all fake. It's, you know, and so they're not made to last. Let's just say that. And so anything that's in a movie, pretty much, that's not real, like let's say a real car that's just stuck in a movie, if it's a fake, then it's really fragile. And so people touching it and everything, it's really risky for these items and props. And so they definitely don't let you sit in the truck. But you can get really close, and I could probably turn around the camera so I'm like right next to it and so forth. So don't worry about that. I'll get you good shots. But I just want to know how many people love to see it. And for now, I think people really want to see it. Jodmaniac. Hi Rick, I was wondering if Lucy was ever injured doing her own stunts. Just today I saw her on stilts, a pogo stick, and swinging through the air as a pirate stuntman. I mean, not that I can think of. Well, there was one time I think she was injured, or was it Desi? I think Desi was carrying her or doing a scene with her, and I think she like twisted something. I'll have to look into that, but not very much. Not very much so. I'll have to tell you that. They were very good at making sure they were safe. I do not know who owns Lucy and Desi's house. I don't think it's a famous person. I just think it's people with a bit of money. Because it's in the Beverly Hills area. Let's just say it's a nice area, but there are nicer areas. The celebrities have moved up the hill, and Beverly Hills is kind of down from the hill a little bit. And so like the Hidden Hills or Holmby Hills or Hollywood Hills, that's where a lot of the big, super like Beyonce and people live. And in these homes, like lawyers, very like rich doctors and things like that would live there. These are what, $3-4 million homes, like expensive but not super expensive, not 25 million like that. Yeah. Steel City Man, the Beverly Hillbillies car was flown to London for episodes. Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know if there are multiple cars. A lot of movies and shows use multiple cars, multiple items in case they break and for different reasons. Like the Back to the Future car, they used 8. I think they used around 8 DeLoreans. Some that were cut in half so it could fit the camera. You know, a lot of different reasons. Some were full models. Some didn't run and they were just made to do stunts and stuff like that. And so, yeah. But that's definitely one that was used for the show. Oh, I didn't know that, Dennis. A long-running Broadway show. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. All right, guys. Well, you're leaving. I'm going to be leaving as well. Any last-minute questions, I'd be happy to answer. But this has been a very awesome and very successful live stream. Don't forget the thumbs up. And if you haven't, I don't know why. I don't know why, guys and gals. Please subscribe. It is so, so, so helpful for me. And helpful for you because you will get to know. Arthur, like same thing. Arthur just said he didn't get the notification. You have to remember to subscribe, and right next to it, hit that bell button and add your email or add your phone number, whatever, so that you will get an instant notification. Just go ahead and do that. It is very, very helpful. So yeah, I have all these random movie facts. All right, guys and gals, unfortunately, I am gonna have to go. I have to eat. I got on here a little bit late, but we can definitely talk soon. Don't forget, there's always ways to reach me. My Instagram, just all down below in the description. I love that you're always here and you're always supporting me. It makes me keep wanting to do this. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thumbs up to you guys because you're great. And we'll see you next time. And don't forget, be hopeful.